Hi, I'll be back soon. Gotta go take a bath first, yeah? Catch you guys later. Yeah, I just need to start up my YouTube chat again. That's a bit slow today. No idea why. Okay. Okay, let's pop up the chat. And we are in business. Okay, sorry folks, I need another 5 more minutes. So I'm going to reset the timer for another 5 more minutes. I need to take a photograph of the bathroom upstairs because I got to call a plumber tomorrow morning. Hey, I don't just play chess all day, right? I live a normal life with my family, so got to do some maintenance work. Got to call a plumber for tomorrow, so I need to take a video of the toilet that doesn't flush properly. Promise you, I'll be back in 5 minutes, okay? So I'll be back in about 5 minutes time. Cheers. Alrighty then, let's get the show on the road. How's everybody doing? Okay? Yeah, 6 people in the chat. I don't know whether they're bots. Probably just bots. Well, if you're a human being, maybe you can type something in the chat for me so I can see that you're there. If not, then it's okay. No biggie. No biggie at all, right? Nobody on YouTube because I haven't started yet. Okay, let's get this thing working. Putting on an old Chinese shirt, nice color blue, ocean blue. Let's get it to a bit tight. This little, don't have buttons, they've got this little hoops and knobs. Gotta put the hoop over the knob. Okay, and after that I gotta switch on the light as well. How much time do I have left? Okay. Right, going a little bit OT here. Okay, I don't need that one. This one, yeah, I have to put it on this one. If I know how to put this on like this. Okay, I need to have this light on here. Oh, dear. Right. Okay, there we go. Don't mind the bright light. Right. Hi, how's everybody doing? Roll up my sleeves. No, not magic show, but just need to be comfortable so that I can play chess comfortably. Am I doing okay? Do I look okay? Right. Let's see now. Let's go on to the Lichess. Okay, hold on a second here. How's that? Right, back in business. Hi, good evening, Sagasha would say hello, good evening everybody. Right, welcome to the Durian Defence. Now today I've hit 2700, no I'm sorry, not 2271 I think on Blitz, Lichess. So let's see whether I can hit 2300. I don't know, I'm not expecting that. Because number one rule in online chess rating, the law is whatever goes up goes down. Okay, so let's get ready. Chat. Hey, hi Uday Gamer. Hi. Yeah, I see XS there. You know my favorite opening app name. What app name? Okay, you take a guess, Uday. Is this Lichess or is this chess.com? You can take a guess. As for XS, may I know what my favorite opening for black against d4 is? Well, I just play my own opening, which is called the Durian Defence. That's knight h6. So as I play it, you're going to see it in action. Not that it's the best tool, sharpest tool, and it's not the sharpest tool in the shed, but sometimes it's a surprise tool. So Uday Gamer, okay, no need for you to guess. I'm using Lichess, and for my analysis, right, let me show my analysis. I'm going to use a program called what is it? Yeah, I'm using Lichess. You can't tell it's Lichess. As for my programming, I'm sorry, as for my analysis, I am using something called Chess Sigma. So let me just get that right first. Hold on a second here. Chess Sigma is Firefox. No, that's not the one. Just hold on, yeah. Lichess Firefox. Is my Firefox? Is that the one? Not quite yet. Not quite yet. Hold on. Let me get it right again. Histogram. I'm not getting it right. Firefox. Where's my Firefox? Oh, it's Chrome. I forgot it's Chrome. Here you go. So for my analysis, I'm using something called Chess Sigma. And basically what happens is that I can load up the last 10 games of my Lichess account. Let me just go into it. Let me fetch it. Sorry, not all my scenes work for all the screens. And then once it loads my last 10 games, and besides I got a few hundred, I've got 311 games you can see up here. So it's loaded the last 10 games, and then I can basically just click on it. So I love this tool because it's I love it because it's beautiful. I love it because I like my chess interface. And this one here is the my last game that I played. So it takes a bit of a while for Stockfish to analyze it. Now the pieces, of course, they are new pieces from chess.com, but I've modified the look and feel so that I've given the borders a thicker border. The pieces have a thicker border, and I've changed the color of the black pieces. They're not so gray now, right? They're not so black. They're a bit darkish gray and a bit lighter compared to the default neon pieces. Now the chessboard is what I love. The chessboard, I call it the neon chessboard. It's my own invention, and I kind of like it. So that's my style. Wouldn't change it for the world. But of course, you know, sometimes after a while streamers can tend to get bored with your own colors and you want to try something new. So hope you're doing okay. Let me check the chat one more time. Okay, a lot of people here. Zen, hi, do I like men or do men like you? Do you like men? No, I'm married. I'm a married man. And do people like me? I don't know whether they like me or not. I just do what I like doing. Do I like men? I like women. I'm married to a woman. I have 2 children. And I love everybody. Yeah, durian fruit, that's right, Zen, durian fruit. Are you from Malaysia? Yes, I'm from Malaysia. Yeah, correct. And Ode Gamer, Chess Sigma is free, totally free, and you don't have to pay a single cent, unlike chess.com. Now, actually, fun fact, I used to be playing on chess.com almost exclusively, and I really found it fun to the point where I was totally addicted to bullet games. And I told myself, hey, what's the point of playing bullet when, you know, all you do is flag your opponent and you know, what's the fun in that? So I switched over to Lichess. Technically, well, actually I closed my account on chess.com. So we go to Durian Defence. You try to look for Durian Defence on chess.com. Durian_defense, you won't find it. But unfortunately, I had to close it because you know, I was getting nowhere with bullet chess, and I decided one day to, hey, let's try Blitz on Lichess, and that's what happened. Okay, so Chess Sigma is still loading here, and just to give you a little preview, because I want to really start my first live game and try to hit towards that 2300 goal that I have for Lichess. This music's a bit too loud, I think. Now, if music's too loud, please let me know, yeah? It's too loud for my ears, but I can always control this. Volume settings. Hold on a second here. Okay, that's not so loud now. So let me check on my Streamlabs OBS. Okay, I don't think the music's too loud, but I want to change the music right now. Do something else. Okay, let's go. Okay, this is Michael W. Smith, Open the Eyes of My Heart. So here you can see the graph on Chess Sigma, and let's see now. Oh, I played a brilliant move earlier on. Okay, so here you get the scores for white, 81%, and black 73.2%. I played black. I played white. I played a rating of 2450, and my opponent played at 2150, according to Stockfish. Yeah, so here you've got I've got one brilliant move. Oh, that's interesting. I played one brilliant move. Let's have a look at that. Where's the brilliant move? Where's my brilliant move? I can't see it. Hold on. Report says one brilliant move, right? So under games, I should be able to see something. Just give me a moment while I check the chat. Here we go. Queen takes e4. Why is that brilliant? I don't know why that's brilliant. That's probably overrated, right? Okay, so anyway, I tell you what, we really need to be playing some chess, but let me check the chat right now. And okay, so I got some people here on chat on YouTube. Right, so let's without further ado, let's get gaming on Lichess. So I'm going to click on new opponent, and I'm going to click on play. Sorry, foyer first. Let's go to the foyer. It's loading up my game against the pool. So you want to play against me also? Can, sure, no problem. Okay, so he plays e5 and we're away. First game for the evening on the live stream. Let's see whether we can out-Durian my opponent. The music's a bit loud still. Let me turn it down a little bit. Okay, there we go. Right, now we have to play f5 or f6, otherwise my knight will get trapped. And here he plays pawn takes pawn, knight takes pawn, attack his bishop, so obviously he doesn't do that. Now he's probably going to play bishop c4 and hit my knight. Okay, it's not going to do that, so let's play c6 first in anticipation of maybe a you know, b5 b4 kind of move. So he'll probably play h4, but I'm going to hit back with the b5 move. Let's see what happens next. Maybe a5, b5 and b4, or maybe queen to c, queen here first, maybe, I don't know. What happens here? Castle, shall I castle? So maybe shall I play this pawn push? Not too sure. Maybe a5 first. Let's get the ball rolling and see where the knight goes. Yeah, knight went there. Let's go a5. And maybe I can go a4. I don't know, he goes that way. Can I play this move? h5, is that a waste of time? Or maybe knight out and then pawn push. Pawn there, crab. I really don't know. Maybe bishop out. Hit this white square bishop. Okay, maybe we'll play this move. Hopefully it's not the worst move. And let's okay, what do I do now? Bishop takes maybe, I don't know. Queen out maybe. Okay, or shall I castle into it? If I push this pawn, he might push this pawn forward, right? And that might not be very good for me. So I try not to do that. Maybe we'll play this move first. So pawn takes pawn, bishop takes knight, rook. Okay, let's have a look at the chat. Okay, he's gone that way. Can I push this pawn forward? Not really. Pawn push is going for that pawn there, so I'm going to bring my queen up. Okay, here goes. Okay. Oh, I blundered. Blundered. I blundered horribly. Okay, this is GG already. Okay, never mind. Let's just play on. Totally mistook that part. The bishop takes. Okay, let's go. He's gonna go queen there. So maybe we'll go. Boy, this is really bad. It's really bad, right? So maybe bishop here first. Bishop here and hit that pawn. Okay, let's go hit that pawn. This knight is now hanging, but he'll play pawn takes pawn probably. Okay, let's play pawn takes pawn. This knight is hanging, so what's he gonna do right now? I don't know. This knight will probably go back, but I'm still losing, right? I'm really down and out, really, almost down and out. So maybe queen there. Okay, that doesn't work. Maybe knight here doesn't work. Maybe rook here first. Need to protect the back rank. Now the bishop, rook is going to come in. Queen goes there, and I can't defend it. Maybe bishop here. Nope, doesn't work. That is really bad news for me. So rook here maybe. Just gotta check incoming. Let's go here. Knight takes pawn. Okay, GG. Sorry about that. That was a horrible game. Right. Okay. So you can't win them all. 2200 minus 2272 minus 3, that's 2269. That's a bad game. That was horrible. Let's try to do better next time, okay? So maybe just prove I'm human and I didn't cheat, I didn't use an engine. But then I gotta do better than this. Right, so hope everybody's doing okay wherever you are, and let's go to the playing hall. Okay, knight h6, let's do some. What happened here? Game aborted. Let's play again. Okay. That's the foyer. Okay, here we go. So d4, c6. Okay, knight out. A3, pawn push maybe. Pawn push. I'm threatening to push this pawn. Pawn takes pawn, hitting the bishop. What do I do right now? Do I do bishop c4 maybe? Bishop c4. Okay, maybe we'll go pawn push. I don't know. Maybe we'll just castle. Let's just develop our pieces. Let's go knight here, or maybe rook here. Okay, what now? Can I go knight here maybe? I don't think that's very good. Let's do pawn push here, strengthen the pawn in the center. And got a knight takes knight, right move, right? I don't know, maybe we'll just play bishop here first. Okay, rook takes. This knight is going to come in maybe. Okay, rook back. Knight here maybe. Okay, let's go here. Let's go bishop back. Might push that pawn. Okay, where do we go right now? So let's go rook here. What's the threat? Pawn push. Bishop, knight push, maybe pawn even here. Maybe pawn to f4. Is that good? Don't know. Okay, let's go pawn f4. Strengthen the e5 square. Okay, let's go bishop here back. That's free, right? That was almost free, right? Okay, can I go here right now? Let's push this pawn forward. Is he gonna play pawn push here? I don't know. It's gone that way. Let's go here. Let's go here. Pawn takes maybe. Does he dare to do that? I'm not so sure. Now I'm threatening pawn takes pawn, right? Followed by maybe okay, let's take that. Can he play king takes? Because if he plays king takes, I play knight takes. Queen takes knight. That's a little blunder he did there. His pawn structure is totally wrecked. Right? His pawn is under attack. I can also attack that pawn by moving the knight to g5. So anything's possible. Okay. So those of you on Twitch, if you're watching me and you're lurking, please by all means continue to lurk. But I would love it if you could just you know, chat with me. That would be nice. Maybe bishop takes again. Oh, he's gone that way. Let's do a check. And then where does he go? Probably go queen there. Then I can take off the queen, right? Or maybe he's gone that way. Can I push his pawn forward? Let's take this pawn. Is there a better move? Maybe bishop here. Let's go bishop here then. If I go bishop here, queen goes there, right? So queen goes there, queen takes pop. Okay. What's the best move here? Let me see. Okay, I tell you what, I think I like this move, queen to g4. Then I get to protect my pawn at f4. Or could I not literally not care about that pawn? Maybe I could just not care about that pawn and hit this pawn here. Because it takes the pawn. I can play bishop h4 and then move the rook on the f file to trap him, right? So now I'm going to play this move, and what's he going to do now? He's gone that way. Okay, maybe queen takes queen. I'm up a pawn, right? Queen takes queen. Do I have a better move here? I don't have a better move. Let's see now. Queen here, chop. Rook goes there. Bishop goes there, doesn't work. So rook goes there. Then I've got to check. Okay, let's try it. Let's try this. Okay. Now hopefully it takes that pawn. Takes the bishop there. I take this pawn, and then I get to win at least a piece, or maybe a rook. So let's see whether it falls into this trap. I've set a trap for him. Queen takes bishop, queen takes pawn, and then he got to move the rook, and I grab one of his rooks, or I can check and you know, I can fork his rook and win the exchange. So right now my king, I think, is safe, so just grab this, and now I got the possibility of checking here. Okay, now I can't, the rook goes there. Darn, I didn't see that. Okay, maybe bishop takes, check, bishop goes there. I blundered, right? I blundered. Bishop takes, rook takes, bishop takes. Maybe bishop takes then. Maybe bishop takes first. Let's try that. Check. Alright, let's do a check. Okay, I probably blundered here. But it's okay. We'll still try to survive here. Okay, let's try that. Pawn takes. Now we can try to push this pawn forward. I got this little check move followed by a pawn push. But he's still going to be able to... Oh yeah, I'm threatening this right now, right? No, not really. I threaten this check here. That'll be best. So let's do a check. King goes there. Let's push this pawn. Now I'm threatening rook here. Okay, rook there might be pretty good. And see, down on time. Okay, I'm up on time. I must have miscalculated somewhere. So check. Maybe we go king here. Maybe king here will do. Now this is hanging. Okay. Or maybe it might be a draw. Who knows? Okay, he pushes that pawn forward. Can I check him here? King goes backwards. What do I do right now? Check. Maybe a rook here. Push pawn. Okay. Queen there maybe. Queen here. Doesn't work. Check. King goes back. Can I check him first? I can, right? The queen goes there. Let me think right now. Push pawn. Okay, let's try this. So can I play this pawn push? Okay, let's hope I don't screw this up. Or it might be a draw. I don't know. Oh, why is he doing that for? Pawn takes, queen takes pawn. Then he can't stop it. He can't stop me, right? He can't stop me. Okay, he's gone that way. So maybe we'll go here instead. Okay, that's a check. Let's go here. Queen. Okay, I don't need to do that. Rook there. Rook there. Check. King goes back up. Okay, let me think right now. Rook here. Okay, maybe just queen here. Nope, I'm gonna go for a draw. Let's go for queen check, and let's win the queen. Okay, now I'm going to threaten the check there. So can I go here? Push pawn maybe? Okay, let's push that pawn. How's he going to stop me? He can't, because rook takes bishop. It's all GG. You can take the queen, but that's a queen there. A queen for a bishop, so I'm definitely winning this. And he blundered big time. Okay, let's do a check first, and then take this pawn up. Then grab this pawn as well. Next pawn, I just grab it. Okay, I just grab this pawn here. What's he gonna do? I can also sack my queen. Let's sack the queen. Okay, let's push this pawn. Time. He's got 49 seconds. He's not gonna survive this for sure. Yeah, not gonna survive this. So we'll just cut the king off and then push this pawn forward. Okay, just resign, man. Just resign. Okay, we'll have a bit of fun with him. Let's push that pawn forward. Check. And that's, I think we just push this here. Okay, we'll take that and we'll check. And basically, you must all just resign. Check. Queen here. Push pawn, push pawn. You must all just resign, right? 30 seconds. Now, don't waste my time. Come on, man. You can resign now. Just resign. Hikaru says just resign. Okay, nice one. So I got 4 points there. Right, how's that? Okay, that was a bit pathetic because he continued to play on, but okay, anyway, never give up, right? Good on you, whoever you are. Good on you, never give up. That's the right attitude. Now we're going to play the next game. This is the second game or third game? Second game. First game, second game. Okay, I lost track of time already, so fast. Time is now coming up to 12 o'clock. It's not yet the midnight hour. So let's see whether we can play a Durian Defence against this guy. Maybe that's not the best move. Bishop takes knight. Knight takes bishop. There's a little bit of gambit there. Banking on my dark square bishop. Maybe he'll give up the bishop. He doesn't. That's castle. Okay. Now knight here. Okay, he's gone that way. So let's open us up. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. That is who you are. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. That is who you are. I'm going to open this up. This is who you are. That is who you are. That is who you are. It's threatening to go in there. Okay, knight takes. Queen here maybe. Queen here. Threatening that. Then he's got to. Oh, he's got this move here. Oh shoot, man! He's got that move. Goodness gracious! Goodness gracious me! Okay, pawn push. Threatening the knight. I don't have anything to attack. Let's hit this. Let's keep that rook there. Protective layer. Maybe I can push this pawn also. Not very good idea. Maybe queen there. Knight goes there. Knight goes out. What am I threatening? I don't know. Gotta protect this pawn at all costs. Hopefully you'll play bishop takes. I don't know. Maybe pawn push. But what's my queen doing there? I think I need to retreat my queen to come to rescue the king. Right now it's going to be pretty bad. Bishop takes. Oh, okay, he's threatening this right now, right? So what do I do right now? Pawn takes pawn maybe? I don't know. Pawn push, bishop here. Maybe we just forget about it. Gotta be careful. Bishop takes. Rook there. Bishop takes pawn. Okay, maybe we'll play this and sack this rook exchange. Give up the exchange. Maybe I can play queen there. Okay, now I play this, and now his queen's gonna come in, right? So it doesn't matter. We still have got the bishop move back, so that way, you know, it's not so bad. Let's kick the queen. Okay, king here. Now what's he gonna do? He's gonna play pawn takes pawn. Right, he's playing pawn takes pawn, so I need to probably push this pawn forward and try something. Anything would be better than what I'm doing right now. So if he plays pawn takes pawn, at least I bring my queen over. I don't know, but I don't have anything right now, right? Let's play this move. Let's sack everything. Sack everything. And we're gonna try to cheese him. We're gonna try to cheese him, open up lines. Pawn takes pawn maybe. Does he have a winning move here? I don't know. Could have. He could just sack the queen and win 2 pieces for the queen. Then I would be pretty bad shape here, right? And I play even pawn takes pawn. So could be quite bad for me, right? Okay, anyway, it's an interesting game. So win or lose, doesn't matter. We will fight on, right? We will fight on. Yeah, we will fight on. So what do we do right now? I could be in a worse position. So maybe queen to, I don't know. Okay, he's gone that way. Play pawn takes pawn. Okay, let's go. Hold on a second. What do I do right now? Knight there. Knight there. Queen takes pawn. He's threatening pawn there. Okay, I tell you what. Let's go here. And let's see whether we can survive anything. For that matter, I don't know. Okay, let's play queen takes. Now we're threatening this. So we'll. I think he must have blundered. He can't defend it except for the rook. Then I can check him, right? King comes out, then check again. I don't know. Hard to say. Hard to say what I do right now. Rook takes probably is the most forceful. The rook takes pawn, and I'm threatening to check him. So now he's got something to worry about. Queen check. King comes up. Queen comes up. Pretty risky stuff. He's got this bishop move. Oh, he resigned. Yes, he resigned. Whoa, why did he have to do that? Okay, now that's 22-79. That's a good score. I've also got queen check here, but it doesn't really work. Now I think he could have just gone rook here, and he probably was afraid of this check, but then he can bring the bishop out, right? Okay, check, then king comes out. Rook check here, then the bishop comes out. He's totally safe. My queen's being attacked. And what do I do right now? Queen check maybe? No, I can't. Queen check, and then the king runs away. Right? So I don't see, you know, at one point you could also sack the queen. And so let's analyze this. This is interesting, yeah. Okay, let's analyze this on okay, hey, thanks for the follow. Elara James. Right? Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Cheers. GG. I mean, good game on you. Good on you. You're a gamer, and a game for following. So that's fantastic. Okay, so now I'm going to switch over to the chess sigma. Let's have a look at the analysis of this game, because I think I was totally lost at one point. You know, he was crushing me on the king side, and I shouldn't have been left standing. He should have crushed me to the dust. But that didn't happen. In the end, he resigned. I think he resigned prematurely as well. So let's see what chess sigma has to say about my moves, and let's load up the last game. So here I've lost. Okay, so that's 3 games. Doesn't matter. Okay, I think 2 games to the win, is it? Since I started the stream, I don't know. Is it the 3rd game now or the 2nd game? I have no idea. Okay, so while that's loading up, let's just take a little breather here. Let's drink water. Okay. So anybody from India here? Okay, I'm happy to have any Indian listeners or viewers. India is a fantastic country, and India is a pioneer in global chess domination, isn't it? Well, it used to be Russia years ago before Fischer broke the monopoly, and then of course it would be the European countries or the Serbian those Slavic countries are very strong, like Croatia, Serbia, the old Yugoslavia. You had Gregoric and Lubojevic. I can't pronounce their name. Sorry guys, I can't. Anybody here from the Slavic nation? Sorry, my apologies. I can't pronounce your famous chess grandmasters' names. And then of course we had USA and all that, and then India came upon the scene when Vishnanathan Anand. What's his full name? Anand. Okay, Vishnanathan Anand. Sorry, Anand. He won the World Youth Championship and became a GM. I think it was 1987. It was. Okay, so both of us make two mistakes here. You can see from the summary there on the right there. Each of us made mistakes. I made one great move. No brilliant moves, unfortunately. This is because I'm not the alien gambit guy. Witty alien, right? So looking at the moves here, you can see it's mostly green and yellow. Okay, I made a knight e2 good move there. Oh, he made white played a good move. I had quite a few blunders here. That was definitely a blunder. Okay, never mind. We'll go through the game and let's see how it goes. Let's go to the analysis. Okay, so e4 standard move, knight h6. My patented Durian Defence with the knight h6. Okay, it's just a novelty opening. Here, green arrow shows the move that I should have played. The engine's first choice. Okay, let me check the music volume right now. Okay, it's a bit too loud, I think. Let's turn it down a little bit. Okay, that's a little bit better right now compared to my voice. Okay, so f5 played, f3 played, best move, castles. Okay, queen d2, best move. Like f7, pawn push. He should have just taken pawn takes pawn, so how about myself? Engine preferred e6 to support the f5 pawn. Now he should have taken. He didn't. He declined the gambit. I pushed the pawn forward. Best move. h5 best move, and then what now? a6, right? Oh, I should have taken pawn takes pawn. Wow. God. Okay, let's have a look at that. I should have played h6 g6 instead. No, hold on a second. Should play g takes h5, rook takes queen b6 without any fail, rook b1, knight e7, rook takes f5, queen a5. Okay, I don't know why this is good, but somehow black seems to be surviving this, but you know that didn't happen, so let's go back. Okay, pawn takes pawn, castles, queen a5 immediately apparently, b5, again queen a5 was the best move to play. Knight goes in. Okay, knight takes knight, best move. Bishop takes knight e5. I should play knight e5. Why is that? So instead of queen e5, knight e5, he takes f5. Oh, I see, to clear the line for the bishop. King b1, rook b8, queen e1, queen a5. So here it's already plus 95. And kind of like this situation here, but my king is in not as safe as this king, right? So let's go back. King went backwards, so I pushed that pawn forward, knight moved. Rook out. Apparently pawn takes pawn was the better move. What happens if I play pawn takes pawn, yeah? Can't you just play bishop takes? Knight f4, straight away to the attack, knight e5, f takes e4, bishop, queen, okay, hold on, queen a4, bishop there, bishop g4, sacrificing the piece, the exchange. It's already plus 1.75, so now it's already 2.22. White's totally winning. Apparently knight to g8, f8 was best. Let's have a look at f8. E takes f5, Hey, hi, TK, yeah, just ban this guy, right? How do I do that now? Right click, is it? Right click on this guy and ban him. Okay, that's what you normally do. How do I ban this guy? Oh, here we go. Okay, ban. These are bots, right? Hey, hi, welcome TK to the stream. How about I get out of here? Let me close this guy. Okay, ban. Okay, banned. So let's how do I clear the chat? No idea how to do that. Okay, okay, close that. Right, the auto ban spots. For the other one, serial bot, auto ban spots like that. I see. What's a serial bot? Serial bot. I've never heard of that. Okay, shout out to TK, who's a streamer. TKB, I can't spell. BTSXU. Okay, here we go. TK. Right. Do follow TK for good chess. He studies chess, unlike people like me who just play chess blindly and never improve. But TK improves. So that's a good point there. Okay, so knight there, and then I made a mistake of bishop takes. I thought I'd try to be fancy here, you know, sack the exchange and try to weather the storm, but apparently that's not the best move. Or why should I play f takes e4? Let's have a look at the progression. Pawn push c4, queen e3, c3, queen h3, threatening a mate. So now we got to play bishop takes e6. And strangely enough, the white king is still quite safe unless he pushes pawn here. So it's already 5.02, or is it 2 point, between 2 to 3 plus point there, and now it's already quite bad because it's already 5 plus. And I tried to be a bit smart, a bit clever here, but apparently I didn't have enough, and that's a blunder. Why is that a blunder? I should have just pushed the pawn forward. Why? Because the queen kind of made me. If I push place b4, let's see what happens now. Pawn takes pawn. c4 nevertheless, queen takes h7, king h8, bishop takes c4, bishop g7, and it's really bad still. It's you know, totally must be losing because this king is pretty safe. So you know, this is just my being dubious, playing dubiously. I push that pawn, pawn takes pawn, push that pawn, and then here we played that move, he played that move, I played that move. Now he shouldn't have taken, he should have pushed his pawn forward. So f6 was the right move to play because then it would cut off my king. I don't know. E takes f6, e7 check, king takes. Why can't I push this pawn forward? Well, because there's a check coming in here to bishop c4. So really here I'm basically dead, right? Queen takes g7, knight f6, bishop d3. Yeah, this is really bad. This is just totally losing. So coming back to here, pawn takes pawn. I wouldn't have done that in a million years. Because now the score's gone back to plus 0.39. And hold on, let me check on the chat on YouTube. Nothing much happening there. And then he would have played rook there. Oh, I see. Yeah, of course, rook b3. That's what I should have played. f6, and then queen takes f6, king c1, rook takes b2, queen takes g7. Okay, but still it's still advantage for white, right? Except that the white king is probably going to be not hunted down, but will be chased around. So queen takes g7, best move, and it's roughly white still has got the edge. So would you prefer to play the game is white or is black? You know, queen takes and then rook takes. But the king is stuck, so it might be a draw. Could be a draw, as long as white doesn't coordinate his pieces. But the moment he coordinates his pieces, then black is dead, but then the king is pretty much exposed. Okay, so let's go back to playing chess again. Let's try to increase my score to 280 something. Try to hit about 285 or 288 or 290. That'll be the highest score I ever achieved. Right, so let's go back to here and let's go back to having fun. Okay, hold on a second. Right, let's click back to the foyer. Okay. Okay, let's game on. Knight h6, Durian Defence. This guy is 23-24. I may not be able to take this guy down, I don't know, but let's see what he plays. Okay, I play e5. Now proper move is to play probably d6, I think, which is quite crushing. He does play queen d6, so let's castle, get out of there. Now let's try to outflank this pawn. I'm going to try to outflank this pawn here, and he might play bishop takes knight, I don't know, but gotta be careful here. He's got to check as well. So let's go here, and maybe I'll play here, but this knight is quite strong, right? This knight is quite strong here. He's got to check also. Got to be careful with that. Okay, so he's gone that way. Let's play this move now. Oh, okay, let's take that. Let's push this pawn forward. Let's try to extricate myself from this position. Maybe bishop here. And just try to kick the knight after that. Okay, let's hit the queen. And then we hit the knight maybe. Let's hit the knight. Okay, knight goes here, rook goes there. Threatening knight takes pawn. Let's see what happens next. Is he going to castle queen side? I don't know. I can take this pawn, right? Or I can play bishop here. Hopefully he castles, right? Then I'll play bishop to h6. He doesn't do that. So I'm going to play pawn takes pawn then. He's going to play this pawn push there, right? So maybe I can play this move first. And what happens next? Okay, let me think. Pawn takes pawn, knight takes. Okay, let's play this move and see what happens next. Where does he go? No, he can't castle. I can take this pawn. He takes my bishop, right? So I play that pawn push. Smart move. Smart game. Starting to play pawn takes pawn. So maybe we'll go pawn push. Don't know really. Okay, let's go here. It's got bishop takes pawn. But I've got this move, right? So let's play here. Now I got rook takes pawn here, but he's got the he's gonna get this outside pass pawn, but his king is in danger, right? His king is really in danger, so let's grab that first. And then I've got this check move coming in here, but I've got to be careful. Okay, so now I got queen here as well. So what's the knight doing? I don't know. He's underdeveloped, he's woefully underdeveloped, but he's got this bishop move here, so hard to say. You've got to try to find something to do. He's gone that way. Can I play queen back? I think I can play check first. Let's play a quick check, and then maybe we can cheese him a bit. I don't know. Okay, let's go queen here. Does that work? Does that even work? Queen there. Okay, let's try this. Okay, can I check him? Let's go bishop here. Oh, hold on a second. Oh no, what did I just do? I was supposed to put the bishop back. Okay, GG. That was pretty careless of me. Pretty careless. Very careless of me. Maybe he won't take the bishop. Maybe I just spook him, right? He thinks there's something wrong there. Okay, he didn't. He went for that. So unfortunately, I am dead. Right now, I am dead. Let's go queen here. Well, let's fight on anyway, right? Who cares? Let's fight on. Let's do a check even. We're gonna go to check here. But let's see what happens. It's still not out on the neck of the woods, I think. Rook takes, maybe we'll play knight takes pawn. Okay, let's play knight takes pawn. I can't do that. Let's king up. Now what can he do? Well, I'm just going to be losing this. You know, I just blundered that piece there. I was supposed to put the bishop back on e2. So that usually happens when, you know, very sad move indeed. Now he's just going to bring the knight back. So that's not going to happen. It's totally losing already. He can even go queen here, and I'll be totally lost, right? Queen check. Okay, there you go. So queen takes bishop, rook takes, doesn't do anything. Just totally lost. So we'll just play on anyway for fun. Maybe he'll blunder, I don't know, but then he can just go queen here, right? And then there's nothing much I can do. Maybe queen rook check, doesn't work. Nothing really works. There you go, he goes that way. Can I play this check here? That doesn't work. Maybe just queen here. Try to spook him. And there's no discovered attack, anything. Yeah, there is actually a little bit of cheese there, but then I win a rook, but then I'm still down a piece. And he's too good to. This is also attacking that, so it's too good to miss it. Okay, I don't care. Let's just go for it anyway. He's given me a lifeline, right? He's giving me a lifeline, so he blundered there. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Besides, it's down on time anyway, so just gonna keep on fighting. And you know, like Divya Deshmukhi, she said that she didn't give up. She continued fighting. So let's do that. Okay, which app? No app actually. No app. It's just oh, I see he's got knight there. Okay, good move there. So let's grab that. At least we grab piece. And see, I can't go there, right? Bishop takes. So pawn takes. Let's do pawn takes then. Now, of course, he's totally winning here, but it's only got 48 seconds. So let's try to cheese him. Okay, there we go. Let's go for the cheese. Can I go here? Or do I push this pawn? Hold on a second. Maybe I'll push this pawn here. Okay, let's go for that. It's gone that way. Can I push this pawn forward? Maybe king up. Or maybe pawn push. Or maybe rook out. I don't know. Maybe we'll keep the piece there. Okay, if I push this pawn, does that do anything? Maybe push this pawn first. Okay, he's gone that way. Can we track? Let's do this. Let's check my power. Power supply. Let's go rook here. Let's cheese him here. Okay, he's got a check. Let's go here. I could have checked him, right? It's down on time. Let's do a check. King out maybe. King out. Hopefully there's no fox. So check. Let's go here. Okay, let's go here. Let's go here. Pawn takes pawn. Okay, let's play pawn takes pawn. Let's push this pawn forward. Maybe I can check him. Maybe we go king here. Okay, let's do a check. Let's check him here. 9 seconds. 9 seconds. I'm going to push that pawn down. Let's go here. Okay. Oh, he's gone that way. What's the threat? What's the threat right now? What's the threat? Let's go here. Let's go. Let's push this pawn. Okay, it's gone that way. Let's push this pawn. 4 seconds. 4 seconds. Come on. 3 is not going to make it. Take this pawn. Yes. 6 points. Now we've hit 2285. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Very nice. Somehow I managed to survive this. Okay, now obviously I was totally lost. I blundered the bishop, but I just continued to play on because of the time factor, and I think it seemed to have paid off. So let's analyze this game as well. Right. So let's have a look now. So anyway, thanks TK for the tip on the auto ban stuff. I'll try Seriebot. We'll have a look at that when I have time. So in the meantime, let's look at the analysis and let's go back to home. Now that's quite a miserable game because, you know, I picked up the piece, the bishop, and I wanted to put it back in the original place, and I dropped it at the wrong spot. So that's the problem about picking up pieces and trying to make moves before actually making the move. Very, very careless of me. So I beat a 2324 guy, and that's my. Oh, sorry. Let's change the team. Let's change the scene here. So as you can see, I've won the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 out of 9 games. Or what? 10 games, I won 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10. Out of 11 games, I won 10 and lost 1. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Not bad. Not bad. One of my best streaks so far. But anyway, nothing to be proud of because I really was losing that game. I mean, truth be told, I was actually losing that game. Deserved to lose it. But I guess, you know, when you're losing, got nothing to lose. So, so you just continue on and don't give up. And nobody ever won a loss. Nobody ever won by resigning, right? No one ever won a game by resigning. Right, while that thing is loading up, we are going to take a short break because it'll take about another minute for the thingy to load up. And so we will just chill and relax. I will be back in a few, maybe a minute or two. Okay, so don't nobody go nowhere, or you can go elsewhere. That's totally up to you. It's democracy. Okay, I will be back. Let's let the stockfish load up and I will be back. Cheers. Gotta grab more drink. Little heck sweet there. Okay, it's completely loaded by now, so let's go on and load up the analysis. So what's the analysis saying? Right, so analysis shows that I played one brilliant move. What exactly was that? Okay, very low accuracy because of many blunders, but I also made 2 blunders. So let's look at the moves. Okay, there was a brilliancy here. Rook takes b3. I wouldn't call that a brilliancy. I mean, that's just a piece winning move, right? Not really a brilliancy, so I won't say it's fantastic. But somehow, maybe because I was losing and then the evaluation somehow says that it's winning. I don't know. Well, let's go back here from the beginning. Okay, that's a Durian Defence. Actually, it's called a Barnes opening. Knight h6, Bishop g7. Let me check on the chat again. Yeah. So which app I'm using? Lichess, Gbook. If you're still there, it's on. I'm using Lichess, and I use Chess Sigma as well. Go to the analysis. c5. I should just play d6 apparently. Okay, now the best move I think was, look at that, d6 is a good move, but bishop d3 was best. So I castle. Okay, here not the best move. You know, if my king was still stuck on e8, yeah, but I suppose the best move should have been b6, sacking the exchange. Bishop takes knight g3, bishop b7, and black's got a pretty solid center. Also the knight can come into d4, so who needs the rook? So it's an interesting line here. I can see the pawn storm appearing. Black's got a pawn majority on the queen side, and then he's got the 2 bishops there on 2 diagonals. Okay, should have played f5 straight away. Where did I play that move? Hard to say. That wasn't okay. h4 was better, so h4 was better. f5. Okay, so that happened. Bishop takes. That was a mistake. Is that right? Oh, I could have checked him. I've got checked him and then taken the knight, and then the king will be left. But if I check him, the queen goes back, right? Oh, then I win the bishop. So queen check, and then the king has got to move, or maybe knight there. But if queen check, then b4, knight takes b4, bishop takes, queen d2, and it's still, I don't know. I'm still down a pawn, right? Not really. It's equal, more or less equal. Okay, so that was a better move. So I missed that. Best move, queen out, pawn push. That was bad. Knight c3 was apparently better. That was a good move. Best move, bishop out. Now, how could I've? Okay, what could have been better? f5. So instead of playing bishop to c6, I should play f5. Interesting. h4, f takes e4, queen to b3, king g7, rook d1, he takes f3. Wow, pretty sharp. So it's pretty sharp, right? Okay, now here I don't think you should have done that. And then bishop check. Apparently rook to h6 was better. Bishop to c2 was better. King went there, queen went there, bishop there. That was a blunder. Okay, this is a total blunder, right? Yeah, this is the way I was actually moving the bishop up and down, trying to place it, and then I released it too soon. So instead of this, white should have played king g7. The val bar is now negative 0.67, which is not too bad. And then he played knight e2, queen b4, queen takes b4, bishop takes b4, knight h6, bishop a4 check. But oh, okay. So here black isn't doing too badly, not as bad as what happened just now. Okay, but that's basically a free piece there. Now here knight e5. I'm already down 2 pieces, right? And then that was a blunder. You know, that gave me a lifeline. And because of his time, I thought I was going to win this rook actually, honestly, but I missed that. So I did win a pawn and grab another pawn. So, you know, best move, pawn push, best move, knight out. Apparently pawn there was best. So the bishop pin was kind of a waste of tempo. Okay, here is just winning for white, right? The only hope was to do something on the king side, but apparently there was nothing I could have done. You could just play knight takes pawn and then plonk the knight on f4. And here, that was a blunder, of course. But then, you know, I was winning on time, right? So check, king goes there, bishop there, trying to complicate things. Then the king should have come in. I agree. Bishop there, knight there, bishop there. Didn't know what to do. So yeah, I'm just flailing around. Should have checked me straight away to bring the king. That was a mistake. Pawn takes pawn. I should play pawn takes pawn. Then he lost that. Then he lost some time. Okay. Okay, let's continue on. I mean, really lucky so far. So no complaints if I lose the next game. But let's try to play and play for a win, yeah, shall we? Let's see. Okay, d4, knight f3, so e3, pawn push, queen out, queen takes queen, bishop takes, probably a mistake. Why did I just play queen takes pawn? Okay, now I have to play queen takes pawn. Can I win another pawn, or maybe I'll just castle? Okay, tell you what, let's not get too greedy. Let's castle first before we get into trouble. I'll leave this pawn hanging there. And we'll play pawn takes pawn. Okay, let's play this move. Okay, let's take that. Now I've got a check here, right? Okay, knight out first. Because if he chases my queen, I can take a pawn with the tempo, right? Now I'm trying to push this pawn forward. Oof. Blah. Okay, rook here. Queen there. We've got two pieces hanging. Let's go here. Push this pawn forward. Now we pin the knight. Okay, that way that's a wasted tempo. We'll play that move. Now we pin this knight. I can take that pawn, right? If I take that pawn, then how? Do I have a better move? My knight can't really come in. What do I do now? Pawn push. Bishop goes there. Bishop takes. I think we'll play bishop takes pawn. And now we'll play pawn push maybe. Bishop there, king goes up. I don't know. Maybe a rook here. Target that pawn. Maybe knight here next. Should I just play? Yeah, I can play knight there. If he castles, I play knight there. But maybe bishop here first. I don't know. Hard to say. Okay, bishop there. Does this work? Does that work? Okay, let's try this. Just got a check incoming. Okay, let's try to cheese him. Because there's a little trap here, right? Check, and then if he plays bishop takes rook, that's a mistake because I take with check. Might come in and check me here. So now if he moves the rook, right, I get a check in first, and then I grab this pawn. So this pawn I win a pawn, right? So let's do a check first. Well, now he's in danger because his king can't come out here, and king's gonna be stuck. I'm gonna grab the c2 pawn, c6 pawn next. Okay, just grab it, shall we? Can I grab it? Because if he moves king here, that's the worst move he could possibly play. Right now I'm gonna take this pawn, and now I have to be winning. Can I play this knight move here? Does that work? It might work, right? It might work. What do we do now? Check. King goes here. Rook takes rook. King takes rook. I don't have anything. Maybe knight here. Kick the rook away from guarding the e6 pawn. Oh, now he goes backwards. Can I move rook to c7? Because the king's unopposed, right? Then I can also go rook to d7. What's the best move now? I think I've got to play this move. Stop him from coming up. And he's got a check here. Got to be a bit careful with the check. It gets a tempo. But okay, there you go. He's activating his bishop. Now I can't really double my rooks, but I can grab the bishop if he moves there. Then I double up my rooks. So either way, I'm still going to double up my rooks. Now it's even worse for him now because he can't even. Might put his pawn forward. I can tickle his bishop. If I move my bishop to b5, then he loses the exchange, isn't it? Okay, now can I play that move? I think I can, right? But if I play, okay, let's play this move. This has to be winning surely, right? Surely, don't call me Shirley, okay? Now where's the rook go? King can't move, the rook can't move, and I'm trying to make him bishop takes here, and then maybe rook here, followed by rook here, and that wins wins on the spot. And I missed that move. Darn. Okay, I can still move the rook out, right? So if I move the rook here, where's it gonna go? Okay, let me think. Or I can just play knight takes bishop. Let's just play knight takes bishop then. Keep it simple. Now I'm threatening a check. I will up a piece, and he's gonna lose a piece now. Okay, let's play this move. He can't play that. Okay, now rook here, and now it's gonna be a bit of a zugzwang, right? Now I'm up a pawn here. So can I somehow? He's in zugzwang, right? He can't move the bishop. He can't move his rook. Because if Rook moves the rook, I'm just gonna. Okay, I need to just push the pawns forward. He might go there, but then he'll lose the rook. Let me think now. Rook takes. Rook takes bishop check. And then rook check wins on the spot. GG. Another 5 points. Great. Hey, hi. I don't read Chinese. Sorry. Let me just copy and paste your text into Google Translate, whatever that means. How do I do this now? Okay, ni hao, ni hao. Yes, Wo hen hao. Nila. That's pathetic. My pathetic Mandarin. Google Translate. Let's hope the Google Translate doesn't give me a bot language. I don't think you're a bot. Bots don't speak Chinese today. 不会讲华语，对不起. Sorry, I don't speak Mandarin. I'm Chinese but I don't speak Mandarin. I'm Malaysian. I'm a Malaysian Chinese but I don't speak Mandarin. How sad is that? Many of us around the world like that. Don't speak the mother tongue. Lost the mother tongue somehow. In fact, we learned the chess language. That's just a little joke there. Sorry about that, folks. Bad joke. Okay, what's my score right now? Oh, that's nice. I'm 2290. Cantonese, still lah. Hoi. 但係冇咩識講廣府話，對唔住。你啦，你係你住邊度？Where do you stay? Are you in Hokkien? Are you in Hokkien? Are you in Malaysia, Taiwan, Singapore? I don't know. Hey, iBeats. Hi, I made beats. Am I Chinese? Yes, I am. I'm Malaysian actually. There's a difference here. Malaysians speak the Malay language. We are what do you call it? Patriotic to our country. And this is my country of birth, so I consider myself a Malaysian first and Chinese next. Okay, you are American. Okay, that's great. Yes, Americana. Well done. Okay. Right, so I see there's some Chinese people here, and maybe they're from Taiwan. I really don't know. Maybe they're from China. But thanks for dropping by. So I think I've hit my all-time high right now. I've never hit beyond 2280. So right now I'm gone to 2290. That is pretty nice. I'm pretty close to 2300. I don't know whether I'm going to make it today, but from the game so far, let me run through the from the game so far. I'm on a winning streak actually. Not too bad. So let's jump to my Chess Sigma analysis. I'm going to analyze this game because I don't think playing mindless games on Twitch, right, or online just for the sake of rating and not learning anything, I think that just defeats the purpose of spending hours playing chess online. I mean, if my goal was to entertain people, I probably fail at that. I'm not the best entertainer in the world, but if my goal is to enjoy the games of chess at the same time to improve on them by analyzing my games, and then I think I'm on the right track. Because the more games I play, the more I analyze my moves, right? Or maybe look through the engine's suggestions and learn where I missed. I think I'll get incrementally better at that. So I think that's a wise strategy to take. And rather than to play game after game after game, and what's the point, man? What's the point? I mean, life is short, and we should be using, should be spending quality time with our families, or spending quality time by improving in chess. Sorry, folks. There's some chess wrapper here. Sweet wrapper, sorry. Chess wrapper. Right. So, for those of you on YouTube, if you haven't noticed, hold on a second. Where is my? Darn, I can't find my. I'm supposed to have a subscriber number there. So if you haven't subscribed yet, can you please smash the subscribe button? My call to action to you is to help a starving streamer, gain a few more followers or gain a few more subscribers. So please smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you're not going to, then that's your right. It won't stop you from doing that, but you're gonna miss out. You're not gonna know when the next time I stream. But basically I've been streaming every day for the last 3 weeks, so chances are I'll be streaming the same time tomorrow. So you don't really need to subscribe. You can just follow your habits, set your alarm clock or whatever. I'll be here again tomorrow, I think. Right, so I got one brilliant move. Haha, well done. So let's look at that brilliant move. You can see this brilliant move here, right? So brilliant move comes once in a while. I played the accuracy of 85.4%. Nothing to be shout about, but 2600. Wow, EO 2600. That's pretty high. That's not bad. So let's look at my moves. Where was my brilliant move? Was there a brilliant move? I don't see it. Hold on a second. Let's go back to report. Oh, as white. Sorry, as white. I'm looking at the black side. The last part there. Rook takes e6. Again, why is it brilliant? I don't know. It's just a game-winning move. That's all. But nothing really super brilliant about it. I don't think chess.com will classify that as a brilliant move. Maybe it's a good move, excellent move, but brilliant hardly. Okay. So as you can see, it's mostly brown at first. That's basically book moves, and then mostly green here. So I played a whole string of good moves there right until the end. So I didn't never blundered, didn't blunder at all. I think that's pretty good. Well, neither did my opponent, and I just happened to play more best moves compared to him. So let's jump into the game. Let's start from the beginning. I hope you like the aesthetics and the design and the colors. I spent a lot of time designing that. This, by the way, is my patented, my own, I wouldn't say it's copyrighted, but it's my own favorite neon board. I love it because it's gradiented. You see the gradients of blue and purple and red, something like a sunset. It looks pretty cool, right? It looks like those streamer backgrounds. You usually put a neon blue at the back there, or neon red, or neon pink. Then next is the pieces themselves, actually from chess.com. They're designed, they're neo pieces, but I've changed the color to make the dark pieces, the black pieces, not so dark, so you can see the shadow of the pawn and the queen, etc. So a bit more detail there. And this is my favorite chess piece, actually. That's my trademark. Okay, so let's get on with the game. d4, d5, knight f3, c6, e3, bishops f5, c4, all book moves. Again, queen out. Now the funny thing is that the queen move here seems to be the best move. So maybe we can just spend a bit of time on the opening here to see what I could have played, or what I should have played, or what he could have played. And here is pretty much even, right? Boring stuff, actually, just boring stuff. So now it starts to get a bit spicy. I think bishop takes pawn is a mistake. Yeah, I should have just taken the pawn straight away, because here you can actually go b5. So I realized the mistake. My mistake was that, you know, I lost the tempo. Queen takes pawn, forces the knight out, and I'm dictating the tempo by playing bishop takes. So now he actually made a mistake by moving the knight. Oh yeah, he moved the knight there, or maybe queen here and then guards the pawn. So now he's down 2 pawns. And apparently white doesn't, the engine doesn't shy away from grabbing a second pawn, but I decided to, you know, I don't like this kind of stuff here, nasty checks. And so I left the pawn, he leaves the pawn hanging again, and this time I try to do something fancy by moving the knight in, maybe, you know, hit this pawn. Now he's got to take my knight, no choice, it's forced. And then now I can take the pawn, but I didn't take the pawn. Why? Because I wanted to play e5, but I forgot that he can play this. So I think I made a mistake here. I should have played rook d1. Because if he chases my queen, I grab his pawn, right? And he can't move the knight. He can't castle, he loses the knight. So rook d1, fantastic move, because it pins the knight. He can't take the pawn, and I got pressure on the center, and he can't defend it easily. He can play here, but I play queen takes c6, right? And what you gonna do? Kick my queen. I'm gonna play queen a4 followed by bishop b5, and he can't even defend this bishop, the knight. So here, let's see what happens if I played rook d1, rook b8, queen takes c6, rook b6, queen f3. Okay, queen c7, queen e2. But now white is actually up. Yeah, okay, this pawn is gonna fall, right? Well, I'm up a pawn, and you know, slightly better. Let's go back. Okay, so here I thought he wasted a tempo. Is that the best move? No, bishop g6 was better. Okay, and now I thought I was better, and was that the best move? White played Okay, Excel should have played rook AC1. So white is still slightly better because of the isolated pawn. And I thought by playing this, you know, yeah, it's okay. It's not even +1 yet. So I played this move. Now I think this is a brilliant move, right? Excel. But wasn't that great because why? Don't know. Why isn't it the best move? I thought knight b5 was the best move. So apparently rook c2 is the best move. Bishop e3 check. King here. King e7, rook d3, knight b6. And now the rook is protected. So none of the shenanigans. So let's go back here. So that was a blunder because now the king can't move. And now it's already yeah, rook e7. He should play rook d7. Rook takes d7, rook check, king e7, knight e3. Yeah, it's not as bad as the actual game itself, right? Black, I mean. So here it just goes downhill. It's a check and then rook takes pawn. I'm already +1, coming up to +2. This bishop's offside. This white square bishop is doing practically nothing. The only good active piece is the bishop and the rook. This rook is sleeping. And even one push doesn't make the situation any better. So he should have played rook d7 to make room for the king, because I don't have a dark square bishop, so I can't hit this pawn. I can't hit this square. I can check him though. So okay, hold on a second. Black should have played rook d7, king f2, bishop e8, rook d3, rook b8. But it's still quite messy. Lionel messy. So but it's still not as bad. Now it gets really weird because that was a good move, excellent move. I should play rook d3 instead. I guess the idea is to play. Okay, let's try it. g4. Oh, I see a win. Because one the bishop. Rook d3 is to stop the bishop from coming in to check, but now I'm totally winning, right? Because I'm up piece. So here I could have just played this, right? But even the engine doesn't want to play that move. So I could have played this immediately. I don't know why I didn't play it. I was just too intent on you know, maybe there was no rush to win this bishop. I could win it anytime, so I just left it there. Of course I totally missed that, but that's my excuse. So now rook there, then rook there. Now why should I play g4? So engine says, hey, don't wait, just play g4. So rook c7, bishop check. Now he should have played, he should have blocked off. Yeah, he didn't. So what do I do now? Okay, bishop attacking the. Now of course I think rook here was the better move, right? But it was the best move apparently. Best move. Now the rook is trapped, right? So he went there. Now of course this loses because of this. And instead of taking the knight, he should have played rook d7, because now it's really bad. It's really +6. So that was the best move. He can't take with the king. So now we go here. It's practically in Zugzwang. In fact, I can just exchange everything and win the game because I've got the extra pawn here, right? So simple end game. Exchange off the pieces, push the pawns up, distract the black king to the king side, exchange off one pawn, sacrifice the pawn all the way to h7 maybe, and then in the meantime the king marches up and tries to find the inroads and gobble up the pawn and push to win. Right, so pawn, bishop takes check, and that was the end of it. Right. Now sorry folks, it's already coming up to 1 o'clock, and you know I'm just close to hitting 2300, and I think I'm going to stop here because I want to have enough rest for tomorrow. I work as an IT manager in charge of infrastructure and development in an English language, what do you call it, franchise company, learning house. And so what's the point of me playing until 2 a.m. in the morning? It's already past 12 right now. It's already coming up to 1 a.m. And I think I want to end on a positive note. Positive note is that if you believe in yourself and you get better at chess, no reason why you can't push yourself further on and attain a high rating. But I think more important than the high rating is the ability to play good chess and to play moves without blundering. And the more you play, I think it's true, like what Magnus Carlsen would say. He would say, hey, you know, let me just go to full face cam here, sorry. Magnus Carlsen, when in art, what's my full face? Yeah. When Magnus Carlsen was asked what's the secret to being good at chess, he said just play lots of games. I think maybe he oversimplified it, but maybe there's a grain of truth to it. Because I think it's more than just playing games, it's also the way you play it. And what I like to do in my streams is I like to use Chess Sigma to analyze my games, because I believe that one shouldn't just waste time. And analyzing one's games and playing through one's games is one of the best ways of improving. And I think today I've hit kind of a breakthrough, because I've never hit beyond 2250 for the longest time ever. For the longest time ever, I was running on 2200, 21, even going back to nearly sub 2100. I think I can go higher than that. And today I know for sure I can hit 2300. It's just a matter of time, right? But maybe just not tonight. Sorry, folks. And also, what else have I learned? Yeah, I like to continue streaming, and I love streaming. It's fun. It's a stress-free environment for me. I love it. I love listening to my recordings to see how I can do better. And if you want to interact with me on chat, please do so by all means. If you want to interact with me by typing in the chat in Twitch, right? Exclaim Q, or exclaim join, or exclaim leave. Then you can start a queue, and then I can play against you. You see that? So I love playing chess. It's my passion. I wish I could do this full time, but I can't. I got to put food on the table. I got to work a day job. So one day when I'm retired, hopefully I can join tournaments. But what I really like to do is to go online and to promote the game of chess by showing you guys, hey, what's possible technologically, design wise, aesthetically. As an artist, I consider myself an artist with CSS. Not that I'm an expert in CSS, cascading style sheets, but you know, I like doing things differently, experimenting with designs. And why should we stick to the norm? We should be exploring things beyond the norm, doing things differently. Think different. That's what Apple said, right? Right. So now I'm going to rate somebody, and enough of me yakking away, because I really need to go to sleep soon. So I'm going to check on Lichess, and let's check on streamers and see who's there. Maybe we can rate some helpless streamer, some streamer in need of moral support, a streamer in need, some guy or girl in need of a boost to their mental health. Statistic Tushi, this guy's pretty popular, so I guess I'll rate him. Statistic Tushi. Oh, unfortunately it's on YouTube. I can't rate him on unless it's Lichess, Twitch, right? I see myself. I see Daniel Perudren. Most people on YouTube. Ruth is French. Night Shift. Who's Night Shift? I don't know. Night Shifts. Excuse me. Path Maris is German. Centrak Donyam, I can't pronounce that name. That's on YouTube. Oh, practically everyone's on YouTube except for Chessbunk. Chessbunk is French. So I have no choice. Got to rate Ruth. Maybe we'll try Ruth. Ruth 29. Sorry, two die. Let's try that. Okay, rate Ruth RUTH. Tonight. Sorry. Ruth rates, I think don't allow me to rate at this time. So the next best person is Night Shift. Rate Night Shift. Who's Night Shift? Never heard of him, but must be a nice guy. Night K Shift. Working on a night shift. Okay, one viewer into the raid. in 8 seconds. 1 viewer. That's me, I guess. Maybe the rest are all bots on Twitch. Tickle throat. Okay, right now, 1 raider is better than 0 raiders. Right, so thank you everybody. Durian Defence saying peace out and wishing you all blue skies and nice things and kittens and cats and all cute stuff. And God bless you, and God bless all of you who are tuned in today.